matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They start the drive with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd and 5. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They're going to look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Eagles take over the first down at their own 19-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun, it's Hurts. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. The Eagles at 6-5 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless 1st quarter. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
On the option, here's Ekeler. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
That's good for an Eagle. Let's go now. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. It's a room to it. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On second down, Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, and it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
18 Cardinals.
On second down, Eckler. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mustang 19.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Deputy Ranger. Lead alert.
Hurts.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a road. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Austin Eckler. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Okay, ready? Maverick, 18, Pioneer, 18, Rally, 18, Rally.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line.
A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Come 19, come 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off they're going to be.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Finding space at the 40.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Ready.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 28 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout,
now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. On play action, they'll throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
So going for Jefferson downfield.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Eagles defense able to hold. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
Here we go, here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.